But I want you to know that the head of every man is Christ. The head of woman is man, and the head of Christ is God. The scripture is saying that the head of every man is Christ. I think this one will be as simple and easy as it can be. The head of every man is who? Christ. Okay. What the scripture is saying is that as a man, for you to effectively be able to rule over your household the acceptable way, you have to have Christ as your head. You have to acknowledge that Christ is your head, and you have to have a revelation of Christ, because your authority over the marriage comes from Christ. Your authority in the marriage, it doesn't come from how you do your things. Throw that one away until you are willing to lose your identity. Until you are willing to lose your identity and take on the identity of Christ, the one who is your head. Don't assume at any point in time that your marriage will receive the blessings that comes from God. It will not. Or say the one in charge of the marriage is Christ. Yes, dear. Company Christo, a company. The company is owned by Christ. For you to know how to run the company, you have to know what he wants you to do and how he wants you to do it. You have to know how he runs his company. Otherwise, you just make a mess out of everything. So one of the main problems that we are having in marriage is because the men who are supposed to represent Christ in the marriage, they have no revelation about Jesus Christ. No revelation at all about how Jesus operates. There's a certain love that Jesus exhibits. There's a certain forgiving spirit that he exhibits. Selflessness, endurance, humility, submission, patience. He's merciful. So you're a man, you want a good home. It doesn't come by luck. My own was not a good home. It didn't come by luck because Jesus loved me. No. It comes by following the principles that God has laid in place to sustain a marriage. And the first principle is that the man, his head is Christ. The head of every man is Christ. If you don't want to accept this, don't go into marriage.